Hi, welcome to more Project 06 speedrunning. If you enjoy this, I recommend dropping a like on the video because it lets me know it's what you want to see more of on my second channel here, The Stelmo Show. You can check out the links in the description or the pinned comment below to find the link to the stream as well as my main channel. If you enjoy what you see here, both the stream and the main channel are even better versions of this, so woo.
I'll be able to reach the other side. The Vulcan cannon shots don't hurt individually, but they'll cut down my rings bit by bit.
Describe Sonic 3 in 100 words. So Sonic and Tails fly to an island that fell into the sea.
Ooh, that was close. Jump! Tails, go ahead and push the gate switch so he doesn't get out.
I like the theme of the story of Shadow 05. The actual story is pretty cheeks, though. Like, all the cutscenes are awful, except it does have the best line ever. We're on our way to the Ark, so I guess that means we're going too. What's up, Mayo? Ah, sorry, young stuff. You didn't mean to clickbait you like that.
Yahoo! What?
That's why I like to call Shadow Gens' story just Shadow 05 again, but with a much better message. Shadow 05 story, but told cohesively and with a better resolution. Yeah, it's just a translation error. I wonder if Jason... See, I imagine that Jason actually didn't give a fuck. Because most of the time, it's like, with voice actors, they're just reading the lines that they're given in the voice and the direction they're told, you know? But I really feel like Jason was probably looking at that like... Huh?
Police, hold on tight.
Yeah, but Shadow 05 is also 20 years old at this point, so, like, whatever. Only people who are playing it are old and washed. See, that's what I'm saying, is that it's cool in theme. Like, I have no issues with the idea. Even though, like, we already know that Shadow... Obviously, the perspective of how Adventure 2, Shadow 05, Sonic 06 kind of all bleed into each other has changed over the years. You know, we kind of went from the early reviews of the games, like, in the late 2000s on YouTube being like, why do we choose if Shadow's evil? Because in Adventure 2, he's clearly a hero, and then nowadays we're like, well, the idea is that this is a new Shadow and yada yada. So you can mold him into whatever he wants. He's not the SA2 Shadow and stuff like that. So that perspective change, I think, really helped Shadow 05 in that case. But actually playing the game, it's a total mess, and you can have really strange cutscenes. But anyway, chat, we're in White Acropolis. Get your cat gems, cat gem, Stelmo jams out. Hit your exclamation mark, jam in the chat to get Nightbot to fire along with us, and let's rave. I don't remember what path you can take, but there is a route that exists where literally you are on Earth and then you go into space for no reason with no transition cutscene. I can't remember what it is. I think it's if you go from neutral to sort of hero, semi-hero. I can't remember.
Let's head straight to Eggman's base.
I remember a long, long time ago that GN would tell me that. Or maybe it's the reverse, where you're, like, in space, and then you're just inexplicably on Earth for no reason again.
If I can move without being caught by the searchlights, I'll be able to get to Eggman faster.
Just leave it to me.
Well, yeah, I tried to be more gritty and realistic, so it would age worse. Well, it's almost more of like developing on the idea of instead of playing as the heroes or playing as the villains, is you're playing as a character that you get to choose as the hero or the villain. Which is cool. I mean, shit like Mass Effect is really popular because of that, right? It's not a bad idea, and Shadow was a great character to do it with, I think, at that point in the series. It's just... bleh.
Just made it.
Probably Expert Mode, Lethal Highway, I'd say. Pretty fun. I mean, I don't know if there's any character you could do it with at this point.
Watch out! It's gonna blow up!
Yeah, Infamous. God, the Infamous games. I never played them, but I always saw them. All right, Chad, let's get the 360. Ooh. I do think that one of the main culprits, though, of Shadow is that they wanted to have Shadow be a certain way, which kind of sucks for the game. Is like they wanted you to come out of that game having, like, they wanted to come out of it, making it make sense so Shadow could have future appearances. Which is sad, because it kind of defeats the purpose of the game.
Yes! The whole city's on fire! I've got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly, Verge.
Because it'll burst forth to try and surprise me.
Oh, really? The people who made, what is it, Blue Streak or Marza? I remember Chaos debunking that it was actually two different studios that did the 06 pre-rendered cutscenes and the Shadow pre-rendered cutscenes. What I think is the best and worst stage in Sonic Gens. I think the best stage is Modern Rooftop Run, and the worst is Classic Planet Wisp. Both from the quote-unquote modern era, because it's not really too modern anymore.
That tornado's carrying a car.
Oh, that's cool. Basic opinion. Sorry, my opinion's too milquetoast for you. And obviously because oh, that's actually a lie. I think that Seaside Hill is the best modern Gens level. Rooftop Run is just my favorite.
Yeah! Yes!
That's my bad. I confused best with favorite. Can't believe I'd do such a thing.
That was incredible!
Yo, what's up, Nitro? Welcome to the stream. I like Classic Rooftop Run as well.
Lava shoots up from that fiery ground. Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
Yo, what up, budding? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. There's your car.
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute.
That stage in Shadow Gen, Sunset Heights Act 2. Oh, it's fine. Did they come?
Cool. It's raining fire. Let's head into the volcano.
Damn. All these people be having emergencies, man. Oh, that's good.
How'd it last? Knuckles, I'll take care of it.
I actually think I like Chaos Island more than I like Kingdom Valley 1. I actually think I like Kingdom Valley 2 more than Kingdom Valley 1. Kingdom Valley 1's got the crowd pleasers, though. Do I know it? No. Like, do I know what it is? Yes. Do I do it? No. All M speed and D speed are holding a specific angle on the control stick and pressing the A button to go. So you see my input display in the bottom of the screen next to my splits, the big white circle. There are actually input displays that have a marker for the exact angle you need to hold the control stick for M speed and D speed. I also won't make a tutorial on it because I don't like them in concept.
Too easy. No
What's up, Just
sweat.
Think? I don't use a mod. Use Cheat Engine to give myself 999,999 lives, Just Tank. You can do exclamation mark database to find save files with that many lives
I'd better go help.
and use them in P-06. There's also this wonderful, beautiful thing called YouTube. Where there's plenty of tutorials for M speed and D speed. And also an entire Discord server for Sonic Generations. I'm sure there's a speedrunning Discord server for Sonic Unleashed as well.
I better hurry.
What is this tube you? You mean tube TV, Stelmo? Go 48 into the Mach speed? That's kind of nuts, actually.
Speed up. Is Elise on board?
I haven't played Gen's 3DS in a really long time. I couldn't tell you what the best stage is there.
I'm almost there. Police, hang on. Yeah.
Yo, gold split on Radical Train. This might just be a Radical Train PB. 48 out of Section 1 is pretty nuts. 119? I think IL is 115, so that's pretty good, being within Y seconds. Best Happy Meal handheld game. Oh boy, here we go. The shorts farming.
Let's run straight up.
Oh, it's 117? I thought it got lower than that. Because didn't we do Oh, we did Sonic's Radical Train gem list for an IL comp. Never mind. When do you think I'll run out of lives? Never. It'll probably never drop below 999. Especially in Sonic's story, because you get, like, 5 lives every run.
We're getting out of the cave.
Well, considering at this point, if I die once, I usually quit out of the stage. It doesn't retain those lives, so. Well, actually, it probably does, but I've gained them back. I don't know how many lives I have at this point, since the counter only goes up to 999. Pretty much all the glitches are patched out, but you can get out of bounds in a couple places. Chaos has invisible walled the shit out of this game because if any glitch shows up, there's a couple chirpers in comment sections and Twitter replies saying, wow, it's bullshit that even the P-06 has glitches. I mean, none of the glitches were intrusive to the regular player experience, other than roof launches, if you want to call it a glitch. Because before there was the vertical speed cap on Mach Speed Sonic, and Radical Train in Kingdom Valley, you could just get sent flying into the air. Could also happen in Crisis City, but not nearly as often. Especially, it doesn't happen as much now, but especially earlier in P-06's development, when it was less refined, there were a lot of those, so...
Let's try going up.
Oh.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I don't think at this point in Silver Patch 1.4 there's any glitch in P-06 that hampers the casual play experience. If you consider getting out of bounds a glitch.
Man, the staircase is damaged. Now I'll have to use my power. Hey, not bad.
They do, real deal. It's fun to complain on the internet because you're anonymous, so you get to complain for free. Without any repercussion. Because, of course, in real life, if you just complain all the time, you kind of become the complainer and just become annoying. But
Let's try going up.
don't have to worry about that when you don't have to use your real name or face online. Oh, cool. Have to pay to bitch and moan. I think it's a little too late to monetize that one. Social media sites are trying, though. Castle Skip Pog. Incentivizing extreme engagement, so. That's why Twitter is the way it is, at least from my perspective. I don't know a lot about it. But I hear a lot about it, that's for sure. Welcome back, Tweakin. Favorite version of P-06 to run? This version. The current version. Has the most content. Aligns really well with what I'd like from replaying games, and it's cool. I wish there were a few things from previous releases still in this one, but won't be happening. Oh, page dashing. That was the third thing I was thinking of. This will be a weird append to that short, because that was like an hour ago. You mean in terms of actively getting support? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
You mean Rev Verge? Substitute devil with Rev. Wouldn't it be Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform? Because I don't know how the matchmaking works, but since you can still matchmake.
The battleship will take off any minute. Tails, Knuckles, let's hurry. Yeah.
Unauthorized access in Area 1. Eliminate immediately.
I really don't want the high jump to come back. And I'm glad Chaos feels the same, because the high jump was kind of just the solution. It's like, oh,
It looks like it was
We found this new thing we wanted to do. Oh, if you high jump, you can just do it. I think it's been a lot more fun in the recent versions to try to manipulate and use the physics of the game to get those big slope jumps and stuff. Yo, what up, Joe?
Tails.
46 again.
There must be a switch for the door.
Actually, for how sloppy that was, I'm surprised I switched to Tails at 46. Hamster's IL switches at 42. This should make it, especially because I got that extra energy core. We good. Yeah, that's actually good.
That's the switch. Just wait, Sonic.
Thank you, Tails. You are a big help. Dang it! When the door opens, it activates the robots. Tails, Knuckles,
Yeah, they do. They're just slower than high jumping. And you don't have the properties you get with just a single jump. Because, like, Sonic could do castle skip the way we do it in Silver Story. He could do that without gems because of high jump. And because of how his double homing attack worked in that release, but...
how about a little help?
favorite to play with is Sonic. I mean, he's got the most moves. He has the most Sonic gameplay, unsurprisingly. And the gems are my favorite gimmick / mechanic in the series, so kind of hard to beat playing as the blue guy for me.
Knuckles, thanks. All right, let's roll.
So Hamster's done right now. That's crazy. Turns out, I actually think my Section 2 is pretty terrible in comparison to IL. What's PB looking like? Yo! Wait, PB alert, chat. This is actually a PB alert. It's 2302 is PB. I was running against the average splits to look good, but turns out I didn't need to. 253, and it goes even lower. IL for aquatic base is a 237. And as far as I know, the fastest recorded single segment of aquatic base is like a 241, I think. So, aquatic base is the big mega time saves. So, this should PB if we have a solid Tails Wave Ocean and don't do shit like that. A real boy PB. Because as I said, even though the splits say 2307, 2302 is the actual one. If I just do this run and get a sub 250 aquatic base, then I could, you know, actually have a chance to world record. Because if I had gotten like a 245 aquatic base with this run, I'm pretty sure that would have been record, actually. Record's a 255 loadless. Or 2255, sorry. So, we're getting close. What's up, P-Cult? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is gonna be really close. I guess I could be more efficient with that flight. Yo, 23 flat! Oh my god, we're so close to the 22, but I haven't said this in a while. PB! 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 I actually have about 2 seconds to save in Tails' Wave Ocean because I mucked up some of the movement, but YouTube! Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.